During the Sunday service, the man of God came with the word of the Lord, stating boldly that he was there in a prophetic capacity. Unbeknown to the congregation, it seems as though the man of God had traveled into the future, seen some things, then returned. On the 20th of October, 2018, this is what Fortune Mapondera began to speak about.
I'm coming back to what we are doing here. The Lord said to me, be very careful because of the onslaught. Number one, there are two things that are going to happen. Number one, there is an outright attack on men of God, and I'm not saying this man of God has been attacked. And number two, there are men of God who have attacked the sheep of God. And God is going to deal with both. Can somebody understand me? Yes. So there are men of God who have been responsible for attacking the sheep. And there are sheep that are responsible for attacking men of God. Amen. Because the revelation at the end of this one is dying. Okay? And it's going to shock a lot of people. And one of the things is, I'm here in Zimbabwe, not in South Africa. And we've been watching a lot, my wife and I, a lot of what's been happening, even on the ground locally. Between November and December, January being the most, there's a lot of men of God who
Notice, it's as if the man of God has gone into the future. He counts the months accurately. November, December, January at the most. November, December, January at the most. What events had not taken place yet? Take a look at this.
Between November and December, January being the most, there's a lot of men of God who are going to be rattled.
Notice that the man of God uses a very unusual descriptive term. He states that men of God will be rattled. But what does it mean to be rattled? It means to be thrown into a state of agitation and confusion. He uses this as an informal term to describe what he's able to see. It means to be discomposed, having your composure disturbed, looked about with an wondering air of discomposure. This means to be flustered, to be hot and bothered. Let's take a look at whether or not this is what he saw.
Much of what we do at the church for the growth of the church is much to do with, first of all, the leadership. We provide a lot of leadership to our followers, to the youth, to women, to men's department. Not only that, but also the preaching, which I preach is a preaching of hope that leads people to understand how much God loves them, which every preacher preaches in the country. But it is through this preaching plus the combination of leadership training that makes this spontaneous growth of the church. I pray for people for free. There's no any person who would come out to say, for me to be prayed for, I pay this amount of money. Remember what I said. There is international visitors program. This one is not for free. Why is it not for free? Because you are supposed to sleep for 3 nights. You are supposed to eat for 3 nights. I understand that people who say, no, I can just be in my house and they believe in miracles, then the man will come on the table.
This is absolutely amazing. What is this man of God seeing? It seems as if he's seeing things in South Africa while he's in Zimbabwe. That is the clue he's giving, without mentioning anyone's name, without mentioning anybody's ministry. we are clearly able to see that something big is about to happen.
Locally, the papers are going to go ablaze. It's going to be like an onslaught on men of God and an onslaught on the church. And a lot of people who could have otherwise been helped by the church are going to be shut out. And this is what's happening.
Notice he states, men of God are going to be rattled because of behind-the-scenes activity. Also notice, a lot of people who could have been helped by the church will be shut out. This is a very unusual way to describe what's going to happen. Are there any clues that can lead to us seeing whether or not God is speaking or this man is making things up?
Protesters have gathered outside the Enlightened Christian Gathering Church of Pastor Prophet Bushiri in Pretoria, and they are stopping congregants from entering the church. Well, the protesters are demanding that Bushiri address them before they allow any congregants to enter the church for the regular Friday service.
And a lot of people who could have otherwise been helped by the church are going to be shut out. And this is what's happening in the nation.
Prophecy is a powerful tool given by Jesus to the church, and we thank Jesus for such accuracy. It is clear that Jesus has given this gift to the church. As you see, the man of God is not play acting. This is not clever gimmickry. These are actual events unfolding. Isaiah chapter 45 verse 19 states, I have not spoken in secret, in a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. I, the Lord, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. As you can see, the Spirit of the Lord is the one who speaks
shut out. And this is
to this
what's happening in the nation. Is there's a thing that's opening in Zimbabwe. It's opening its mouth. And what it will first do is it will first strike the church, and then a lot of people will run out, and then they'll go into the mouth of this thing. So be very careful. Don't say I never told you. Sometimes.
For Zimbabwe, listen to his description. A thing will open its mouth, strike the church, thereby displacing people. Are there any things that are happening to this nature in the timeline given by the man of God? Take a look at your screen and read the document that is there.
So be very careful. Don't say I never told you. Sometimes you're going to need me to come back and say to you, do you remember in October I spoke to you about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And the nice thing about having cameras is we can always come back and show you this, that. So November, December, January. There's going to be a sweeping because God as well has to do accounts. God is doing something.
Fortune also uses the term sweeping. What does this mean? It means the cleaning off of surfaces or cleaning away of dust. Sweeping, the act of cleaning with a broom, the act of making something clean. It also means, in this particular context, ignoring distinctions, sweeping generalizations, wholesale destruction, not marked by fine distinctions. Is this what we're seeing in both these African countries? Let's take a closer look at what's happening around us now.
God as well has to do accounts. God is doing some accounts in October, September, October. There is a time of reckoning. The Israelites call it around Yom Kippur. So we are in that area. Just in case somebody will write, wherever they view me speaking, they'll write, this is a heretic, or where does God do accounts? God judges his books, balances books. Righteousness as well as
wickedness. What are our prophetic recommendations? Number 1, Fortune recommends prayer. Number 2, he recommends that we stop gossiping. Number 3, do not judge a matter before its time. Number 4, he recommends that each one stands with their man of God. through whatever situation they may be going through. We are not ignorant of the devices of the devil. These men have stood with us in times trying. It is time we stand with those whom we have followed in times when they are being tried. God bless you.
Amen. Amen. And may I say something to you very quickly? It doesn't matter how big the man of God is. Some of you are going to be shocked. It doesn't matter. This is not me. This is my job. It's very simple. My job is a very simple job. It's to actually make you argue with what I'm saying. That's my job. When you say no, then I'll show you. I don't speak on my own accord. Hallelujah. I never speak on my own accord. Never. Go on to YouTube. There are many things I've spoken about, from the current president of this nation to people who have come in with witchcraft and so forth. I tell you, you've got a shop, it's witchcraft, it's in South Africa, you sell A, B, C, D, E. I will tell you. You can try it.